Hello everybody. I know it's been a little while since I've done a video and I feel like I kind of need to do a full life update because there's a lot to fill you guys in on. Just a lot has been going on. We are in Anchorage and I will explain why we're here. Landon is with me back there and it's just me and him. But basically I did film my surgery video for getting my lipoma removed and I don't want to edit it. I just don't. Like, I went to go edit it and I was like, I just don't want any more like sympathy videos, or not that, I mean, it went very well. Nothing was really crazy. The only thing that was like pretty stressful for me was I asked him to take a picture of the lipoma and he did. It's a pretty graphic picture. And maybe I will show it at the end of this video. I will put a warning, but it is extremely graphic. It's my arm wide open, so I'll probably put it at the end of the video. If you want to see it, you can hang out for that. But basically it did not look like a lipoma to me. It looked red. If you know anything about lipomas, they are fatty tumors, so they're made up of fatty cells, so they look like fat, which is yellow. Very different looking. And for 2 weeks I was pretty stressed out that it was not just a lipoma. It did come back that it was benign, but other than that the surgery went great. The doctor did a fantastic job of sewing me up. There's gonna be like minimal scarring. I just don't want to edit that video. I don't want sympathy videos for like me. We've had enough going on that I just want to get away from that, and I want positive, fun, good vlogs. So I'm not going to be posting that. But if that's something you guys do want to see, I think there is some pretty funny footage of me like loopy, and I thought we were going to Costco after my trip and I was all like loopy. Anyways, if you guys want to see that, let me know. So that happened. So after Landon's previous infusion, so he just had one a couple days ago, but the one before that, he got it, and about a week later I started noticing that he just was struggling a little bit more. Like, he got this rash back that he normally got back a few days before his infusion, which I was figuring was kind of like I knew his body was ready for his infusion, but he got this after a week. And that was like the first thing that I was kind of like, maybe they're not related. But then there's been some other small things that had went on, like he started having tingling in his legs, which he's never had before. He started doing his normal chores and he's still able to do them, but I could just tell he was struggling a little bit more. One thing is the garbage. Now, sometimes the garbage can be really heavy, but he was struggling to like pull out the garbage can, and that was just kind of something. He still, like I said, he was still able to do it, but I had to help him get it at that top part where it's like really heavy. So that was another thing. His physical therapist mentioned that he seemed to be more on the tired side. Again, it was another thing that I was kind of adding to the bank of like Landon, like just keeping a track of him. And finally, I was just kind of like, there's enough here. It was the tingling he had gotten last. And I was kind of like, I'm gonna call your neurologist. So I did call her. She ended up getting on the phone with me right away. And if you've ever dealt with like specialists, that's like unheard of for a specialist to like jump on the phone. Like, I called the nurse line to kind of see maybe they wanted to do an infusion a little bit earlier. And we were actually scheduled to go see them. He ended up getting a little cold, and so we had to postpone it. That was a couple weeks ago now, but she had said there is some stuff we can do. So it does give me a little bit of hope. It's kind of just put me back into like being super nervous and kind of reminding me of everything that we kind of went through to get Landon strong again. And I know a lot of this is like a waiting game. So what they want to do is, he just got that infusion done on Tuesday. Today is Sunday. It's actually Easter. And that was a whole thing getting here. That's going to be in the next vlog of getting here. We traveled on Easter and there was like this insane snowstorm. that will be the next one. But so we are here in Anchorage. She is gonna check him out. She has not seen him in a really long time. I don't think she's seen him since November when he got his first IVIG treatment. And she is gonna be blown away because he's nothing like he was before. But what she wants to do is wait and see how this last treatment went on Tuesday and see if he does continue to kind of decline, or if maybe it was just a bad batch of his medicine. That can happen. It's made from donor blood and it can kind of vary in how well it does. But she did tell me there was two options. We can either go every 2 weeks instead of every 3, or I'm not sure, but she can actually double the dose. So he's on basically half of what they're able to give him. So upping the dosage could be an option. I'm really grateful for just having options. I did not fight this hard to, I just want to make sure that like he's getting the best care that he can, because these are so important. I just want the best for him because we have not had enough going on. Natalie also was doing cartwheels across the living room and thought she broke her foot because she did them like basically from our front door into our dining room, and she hit the chair like full swing coming down. I guess she was like adjusting to like not miss her brother, and it was just really bad. She wasn't able to walk on it for a couple days, so we brought her in, got her some x-rays, and it was totally fine. It was not broken. She took it easy for a few more days and then she's been like totally fine. It's still very bruised, but that was another thing that went on. It was just a whole lot of greatness, you know? This is Landon behind me. This is the one that's that we're down here for appointments, but Braden is his younger brother, and he turned 6 years old, and we had some friends over and some family, and they had cake and but they played outside because it was like super warm, and it was just so wonderful. I could just kind of tell that Braden has needed a little bit more attention lately. I think just with everything going on with his brother, and like then Natalie like hurting her foot and needed to be taken care of, and so I kind of went a little bit crazy on his birthday and we made a cake. If you are new here, our birthday traditions are we make a cake together. I give them the option if they want to make a cake together or if they want to buy a cake. And so far they've always picked that they want to make a cake together, and so we got to decorate a cake together. He actually did like the decorating. He was really interested in doing the little dots around the cake, and it was a lot of like fun time, and I can't believe he's 6 years old. It's so crazy. So this is not a real long update. It was just an update that I wanted to kind of give you guys. I feel like there's kind of been these like points that I get to in my head that I'm like, okay, if we get here, it'll be a little bit less stressful, or you know, once we get there, it'll be a little bit less stressful. And that is where it's been, I feel like, for months. The recent one is just getting here to Anchorage to try to figure out like what we can do for Landon, if we can do anything else. We did end up bringing his chair down here only because, like I said, he's had those few moments where like he's just kind of needed a little bit extra help or whatever. And he really didn't even need the chair in the airport. The airport was kind of the big thing for me. As you'll see in this next vlog, Anchorage has an extremely long hallway to get to the car rental because it like goes underground, and that was one that was really hard for me because when he was struggling, we were running late to the airport because we had went to Chuck E. Cheese right before, and he did not have his chair at this time. We didn't know what was going on. We came down here for answers, and poor guy was like in his like knee braces and ankle braces, and this huge long hallway. I had 2 suitcases, I had a purse and a backpack, and so I physically could not carry him. And he struggled so bad to get down that hallway that I told him in that moment, I was like, we will never ever travel without a chair for you. And so I just would much rather bring it with us and not need it than need it and not have it. But we're gonna have a great time while we're down here. We are going to go to Chuck E. Cheese again because that was a really hard place for me last time. It was obviously a lot of fun for him, but I literally just sat there and held my tears in because I wasn't sure if that was the last time he was gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese. And to be able to see him on those machines again and see him be able to take that little hammer and bop the little thingies on the head and do all that without, you know, struggling is just gonna be really good for both of us. Just a good time all together. That is my little life update. That is my Landon update. Do you guys want to see the graphic image that I was talking about? Okay, I'm gonna give you a warning here. If you don't want to see it, you can go ahead and just close out of this video, or you can skip to this time here and skip it all together. All right, last warning. All right, here they are. Is that not disgusting? Didn't realize when he said he was gonna take pictures that it was gonna be in my arm wide open. I thought it was gonna be like on the table. All right, I am going to end this one. He wants to head down to the pool, so I think we're gonna go do that and then probably get some dinner. Thank you guys for watching today and getting updated on our family. And that is all the craziness going on, but we're still trying to keep a pretty positive outlook. There's a lot of craziness going on, but as I like to say, it's okay to not be okay. Just don't stay there. I've had my moments of like pity party, and that's okay. You just can't stay in those moments. You gotta get up, you gotta go do the things, you gotta do life. That's just kind of what's kept me going recently. Might not work for everybody, but sometimes I need to just kick myself and get up. All right, thank you guys for watching today. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!